At its entrance, a window into a mysterious past, we begin our journey into the eerie depths of Cleopatra's tomb. The fabled burial location of Cleopatra, the mythical Egyptian queen, is located amid Alexandria's changing sands. It is one of history's most famous historical personalities. A sense of dread fills us as we go closer to the door, as if the atmosphere itself could reveal the secrets that are kept inside. Once inside, the atmosphere has a foreboding sense, as though time has stood still behind these sacred walls. Each step reverberates with the weight of ages past as history's faint echoes echo down the hallways. The tomb's once vibrantly colored walls now display weathered carvings of hieroglyphs that recount the events of Cleopatra's life and rule. These exquisite carvings show the queen's triumphant moments and holy ceremonies, yet hidden within their depths may be oblique allusions to more sinister stories that have yet to be revealed. Due to their strong belief in the afterlife, the ancient Egyptians included complex ceremonies and protective precautions in the burial of their monarchy. The tomb's eerie atmosphere is heightened by the presence of challenging puzzles and booby traps. Many explorers who have entered the holy site have described a lingering feeling of dread, as if they were unwelcome invaders in a place protected by mystical forces. Worldwide, people's imaginations are still captured by ideas of the curse connected to Cleopatra's tomb. The fabric of history is intertwined with rumors that those who desecrate the tomb of the great pharaoh will suffer bad luck. Despite ongoing skepticism, it is impossible to readily discount the countless reports of enigmatic mishaps and catastrophes that have befallen explorers. The psychological impact of such tales lends an unmistakable air of awe and caution, regardless of whether the curse is real or just a coincidence. The darkness appears to surround us as we descend deeper into the grave, and we grow increasingly desolate. Our perceptions are tricked by the dancing shadows on the walls. Every flutter of the torchlight throws new shapes, generating an unnerving illusion of motion when none exists. The anxiety is overwhelming, and we can't stop thinking about the unknown horrors that could be lurking around every corner. The treasure trove of artifacts that surround us, however, are remnants of an ancient society that continue to pique our interest amid the eerie environment. The elegance and creativity of the ancient Egyptians are displayed in their priceless jewelry, gilded sarcophagi, and exquisite burial masks. We must, however, keep in mind the duty of protecting and honoring the history that comes before us while we pursue knowledge. The maze of dark, winding passageways that stretch out in front of us as we move deeper into Cleopatra's tomb is a surreal sight. Our torch's weak illumination casts spooky shadows that seem to have a life of their own on the walls. The winding, convoluted pathways have the appearance of being intentionally constructed to confuse and prevent anyone attempting to disturb the pharaoh's eternal sleep. We gingerly enter the maze as the air becomes heavier with the weight of centuries. Each step is followed by an echo that reverberates from the stone walls and adds to the prevailing feeling of loneliness and apprehension. Only the gentle whisper of the wind, which has a menacing aspect and makes it seem as though ghosts of the past are keeping an eye out on our every move, breaks the eerie silence of the past. Every nook and cranny of the tomb bears witness to the ancient Egyptians' belief in the afterlife. They held a tremendous veneration for the voyage to the realm beyond, as seen by the intricate carvings and hieroglyphs that adorn the walls. The elaborate symbols depict gods, goddesses, and rites that were performed to ensure the deceased safe passage to Osiris's realm. The hieroglyphs may include hints about the difficulties that anyone who dares to disrupt this holy site will encounter. In the eerie silence, we discover more proof of the lengths the ancient Egyptians took to keep Cleopatra's remains safe from tomb robbers and desecrators. The convoluted layout was deftly designed to include clever traps and mechanisms ready to go off should unwanted visitors try to enter the sanctum. The pharaoh's longing for everlasting tranquility in the afterlife is starkly brought to mind by the sophisticated security system in the old curse. The wall's elongated shadows created by the flickering torchlight give the appearance that phantom entities are lurking just out of sight. The interaction of light and shadow intensifies the sensation of being watched, as if our ears are silently watching every move we make. The image of ethereal entities watching over the grave and ensuring that the sanctity of this final resting place is preserved leaves one with no choice but to come to mind. The labyrinth's pathways seem to get smaller as we move through them, drawing us in like time itself is encircling us. It seems as though we are intertwined with the distant past and can nearly feel the weight of history. We are drawn into the air of mystery and ambiguity, which carries us to a place where the lines between the living and the dead are hazy, and the curtain of time is raised to expose glimmers of a long-gone world. The story of the curse surrounding Cleopatra's tomb has persisted for the ages, capturing the attention of people all around the world. Stories of doom and disaster have surrounded this ancient burial site ever since it was discovered that it existed, creating a web of mystery and intrigue. These terrifying rumors are still unsolved, giving opportunity for debate and interest as to whether there is any truth to them. Sometimes the archaeologists and historians who dared to enter the holy grounds of Cleopatra's tomb encountered strange misfortunes. Those who have interacted with the pharaoh's final burial site have reported weird happenings, unexpected sickness, and premature deaths. Even though skeptics contend that such occurrences are either coincidences or the result of natural causes, the pattern of unsettling occurrences have led some people to believe that the curse may be real. Ancient Egyptian culture has a long history of using the concept of a curse. The people of the civilization had strong beliefs in both the supernatural and the afterlife. The dead were safely guided to the god's realm using rituals and magic. Desecrating a tomb or upsetting the deceased was thought to be a grave sin that would bring down the wrath of the gods and the spirits of the dead. Being a historical and cultural icon, Cleopatra is supposed to have invoked a powerful curse to safeguard her final burial place. It was not unusual for pharaohs to curse their tomb because it was a potent deterrent to tomb raiders and other grave robbers. People used to think that breaking the tomb's sacredness would result in punishment for the curse. King Tutankhamun's tomb was found by British archaeologist Howard Carter in 1922, which is one of the most well-known events that contributed to the mythology of the curse. Despite the absence of proof, rumors about the curse of the pharaohs, which was thought to have taken the lives of several people involved in the tomb's excavation, started to spread. The public's fascination with the notion of an old curse fueled the notion that Cleopatra's curse existed, even if many of these fatalities may be traced to illnesses or natural causes. Some academics explain the curse phenomenon that goes beyond the paranormal, the psychological effects of entering a tomb from antiquity. With lingering worries about upsetting the dead and running into evil spirits, the mood in these cemeteries may be unpleasant. The communal belief in a curse can have actual physical and psychological repercussions, since the human mind is a very potent tool. As we continue our trek with Cleopatra's tomb, we come across a remarkable sight, a collection of breathtaking artifacts that are a testament to the splendor and elegance of ancient Egyptian culture. We come upon things that make us feel awestruck and reverent among the dusty shadows and dimly lit pathways. The extravagant jewelry pieces, which are the first among these breathtaking discoveries, are expertly created and beautifully detailed. In the dim light, gold and priceless stones sparkle, representing the riches and social standing of those who formerly decorated themselves with such fine adornments. We are in awe of the skills of the ancient Egyptian artisans due to the creativity portrayed in these items, which speaks volumes about their skill and craftsmanship. The pharaoh's ultimate resting places, golden sarcophagi, watch over the ancient tomb as imposing sentinels. Each sarcophagus is a work of art in its own right, with detailed carvings and hieroglyphs that depict the pharaoh's life and ascent to the afterlife. The respect shown to the deceased in creating these final resting places is evident of the ancient Egyptians' strong conviction in the existence of an afterlife and the persistence of the soul beyond death. The beautifully made funerary masks are among the artifacts that stand out the most. The departed wore these golden masks on their faces as a sign of divinity and as a barrier between the world and the next. The mask's incredible attention to detail beautifully captures the beauty and peace of the dead, as well as the enchantment and mystery of the afterlife. While we are awestruck by the magnificence of these antiquities, we must not lose sight of the possibility that some artifacts may contain energies or meanings that go beyond the domain of the material. Throughout history, people from all over the world have given mystical and supernatural meaning to many artifacts because they think they might contain their owner's essence or be endowed with strong energies. As in the case of Cleopatra's tomb, where the line between the material and spiritual realms is permeable, it's not unusual for old graveyards to be thought of as having residual spirits or evil powers that may be present. Inadvertently triggering echoes of the past, the act of uncovering and damaging these precious artifacts may create a connection to the past. Some people think that ancient spirits may still be present in these ruins, guarding their relics and the tomb's secrets. Such lingering energies may exist because of the great spirituality and interdependence of life and death that the ancient Egyptians held. Although rationality and skepticism may lead us to dismiss such beliefs as simple superstition, we cannot ignore the profound influence that these notions have on individuals who dare to enter the depths of old tombs. The distinction between reality and perception can become hazy because the human mind is open to suggestions and the effects of the environment. This is especially true in situations where history, mystery, and the unknown are present. We see a spine-chilling sight as our quest into the mysteries of Cleopatra's tomb progresses. The mysterious sculptures that watch over the revered burial site. These stone sentinels appear to be standing in the middle of nowhere, stuck in time. The sculpture's lifeless eyes seem to be watching our every move as if they were calmly taking in our presence in their eons-old territory. The discomfort is heightened by local legends and stories about these monuments. It's believed that these sculptures arise from their stony slumber as the moon rises and darkness envelops the tomb. They are said to come to life at night, their stone lips opening to issue foreboding warnings to any intruders who would dare to violate the sanctity of the tomb. As we see them, we can't help but wonder if these tales are the products of our imaginations or if there is more to them than meets the eye. The sputtering torchlight and the dancing shadows on the walls appear to support the theory that these statues possess a secret power that is greater than our understanding of logic. We are unnerved by these statues' presence without a doubt, whether it is a psychological ploy by the flickering light or a manifestation of the ancient Egyptian concept that statues may move with the help of divine forces. We are left to wonder about the mysteries that lay below the depths of Cleopatra's tombs, as the lines between reality and the unknown blur in this sacred place where history, legend, and the paranormal collide. A mysterious, shadowy apparition that appears to glide through the night emerges from the depths of Cleopatra's tomb, causing an unsettling phenomenon. Some believe that this mysterious being is the phantom spirit of Cleopatra who is shackled to protect her ultimate burial place from invaders forever. Others consider the possibility that it might be an old guardian, charged with the serious responsibility of keeping the pharaoh's remains safe throughout the decades. Regardless of where it came from, we are constantly surrounded by an odd sense of being watched and an unseen presence. The line separating the material and spiritual worlds appears to be blurring, allowing us to wonder what mysterious powers might be at work inside these holy structures. We come to the frightening realization that certain secrets might always remain hidden in the fog of time as we explore this enigmatic world. The anxiety increases as we go closer to the tombs inside. It's frightening to face the unknown abyss when you unlock Cleopatra's subterranean burial chamber. We are staring at the lifeless bones of one of history's most famous queens, and it is a profound moment. We must keep in mind that we are trespassers in a sacred area despite the astounding sight. So, this is all about the horrors in Cleopatra's tomb. What are your views about this? Please let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed watching today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video.